My name is Brian Fox. My name is Brian Fox. Isn't it funny someone just makes up your name and then you just go by it?
I am 40 years old.
That's the color of my room where I will.
But immaturity and work expectations keep me maybe 26.
Nothing to read, nothing to say.
I think when I was coming up was like quite remarkable when people were old. You know, like so few humans got paid to do this type of activity at a geriatric age. I think physically things get maybe a little more difficult, but at least for me as I age, I've like minimized how many things take time from my soul.
Drifting into my solitude.
So that makes life a lot easier.
Over my head. Don't you wonder sometimes?
Quiver 154, Brian Fox, Austin Smith. This is part of the first series 10 years ago.
It is strange to me that at this point in my career, somebody who doesn't have a uniquely large amount of talent, somehow I'm partially responsible for a line of something like 14 or 15 snowboards.
Exploratory mission. How we living? Good.
Oh, it's insane. I gotta pee, I'll meet you down there.
Okay.
We are in Hokkaido, the North Island in Japan. We've been pretty much inundated with snow since the moment we landed. I wasn't able to snowboard last winter, so part of the reason I wanted to come here was to just get back in the swing of things and see how my body felt. It's like a very non-threatening snowboard environment.
What do you do for work? Walk around.
Snow feels pretty good, yeah.
I actually really like hiking. I enjoy walking over that next little ridge and being like, what's over there? Looks like the absolute perfect thing to snowboard down. The way you move through the mountains is obviously so damn slow that you're like, wow, that was a really big day and we did 3 runs or something.
時々この人たちと遊びたいけど一体この人たちは何なのかな
It is a like hunt day in and day out to try and be in the best possible scenario to get clips, and with that does put a little pressure of like, better go fucking find the nice snow.
Before the Quiver, I didn't know anything about snowboards. I was filming video parts and doing tricks, and if somebody asked me, like, what do you like about a snowboard? It would basically be if it helped me land tricks off a jump. Once we started working on the Quiver, it was about the function of snowboards. How they work, where they work, why they work. And frankly, I don't think the Quiver would exist without Tommy, who owns Nitro, being such a freak about board design.
Snowboarding has basically been with me most of my life, or all my adult life. I'm going to be turning 60 this year, and I've been riding for 45 years now or something. I've been lucky enough to turn a passion or a hobby into a job. Along the way, you may lose a little bit of that hobby aspect, but I still have so much passion for the activity that I'm still extremely motivated to just be snowboarding. My first contact with what we know as a snowboard right now, a board that actually rides on the slope, was I think in '83. I got into it using all kinds of weird contraptions. And then eventually I decided to order a board from Tom Sims. And that was it for me. That was like my way into snowboarding. This is just random stuff, but it's kind of interesting because this is from my snowboard school. I got more and more involved in maybe the professional aspect of snowboarding, starting to make a living off of it. This is Snowboard magazine from '88. There we go, Ober Ammergau.
Wow, look at your kit.
It looked like a skydiver suit.
You could also maybe do road work in that.
Show the cover.
I don't know if I want to show that.
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay, here you go.
Whoa, it looks similar.
This is exactly when we started Nitro.
When can we expect to see the new line of Nitro boards out on the market?
That's going to be the next winter. That means winter 1991. I think we do some demos and test days.
I had the advantage of having ridden literally every board that was on the market. Because I was working for a snowboard magazine, that was pretty common to do like snowboard tests.
Gear guides.
Like 200 different boards. So I had a good overview, let's say, you know, about what I thought worked well and what didn't. This is the first board I ever designed. Ever. And everything was going asymmetric and race boards, and I wanted to make a swallowtail. I just thought that surf aspect was lost. Nobody would look at it anymore, you know.
Did you ever not sell a swallowtail in the Nitro line?
I don't think so.
Every single year since you made that one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We have always had a big, long powder board in the line, like that big cannon gun type shape was something that we had from the very beginning. And all of a sudden, people started to be more interested in this type of board. We started doing more, started introducing the Quivers, Brian and Austin, and said, we'd like to do this 3-board line that can, basically you can do it all. From the powder to the all-mountain riding and park riding. From that starting point, the Quivers have evolved to this array of boards that, for me and for us and the design team and working with Brian too, it's a playground. So what I do is just draw the tail out and move that out. It was 25/8, now it's... With the Quivers, it's pretty free.
Seems nice.
Done.
Email it.
The nice thing about having a snowboard company is you don't really have to ask anyone. You can, hey, I think this is an amazing idea, I just do it. Luckily, we were able to help support a mindset in the industry and the consumers towards being a little bit more open-minded. There's an acceptance of diverse, interesting, new ideas. Maybe even old ideas.
Carving is, to me, where it's at right now. Eventually, every good rider that calls himself a rider is going to have a quiver of boards and not be able to sit on one stick the whole year and get the most out of the mountain.
No hectic moves, mellow, be mellow.
The cool thing for me is always to see how people's riding gets more creative when you give them some options to do different stuff with different boards, I just enjoy the open-mindedness.
This is Hayata Doi, my favorite Japanese snowboarder. This is your island.
My island.
I met him maybe 14 years ago?
I think so, yeah.
Why do they call you Shark Boy?
Shark Board? Graphic.
Ah, the Nitro.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, the gun. Yeah, that's why.
Inspired.
Wow.
スワローテール。乗り心地がやっぱり独特で、何より長くて、パウダーに入った時の突進力がすごい好きです。
山の一部になった気分ですか？
はい。
Of course.
トリックをするのが恋しいですか？サブロックとかセブンズ。No, because turn is very difficult trick. つながりを大事にしている。流れ、ライン、ストップじゃなくてクリア。一本の流れで滑れるように意識しているかも。 全体を見る感じかな。
After riding with you, it did change the way I looked at snowboarding. It was really refreshing to see the way you rode the mountain, and honestly, you helped inspire the idea behind the Quiver.
And that's what, yeah. That's why I wanted to sit down with you here. ありがとうございます。
グッドライフ。そう、エンジョイスノーボードが一番いいと思う。その楽しんでスノーボードを。ここに来て何年経ちますか
？38年に来ました。
今おいくつですか
？7年生まれだから。
秘訣は何ですか？
温泉のおかげだと思いますね。
ファ
ーザーでグランドファーザーで昭和38年に開業しました。これは私の小さい頃。山の上でもうここで生まれたのでなんか日本の偉い方とか宮様とかも来たり。それは誰だろう。スティングが。スティング。そう。スティング。ソーリーコンサートキャンセル。
Sounds like 60 years ago, Hiro was hiking up here. He discovered the onsen hole, like a little one, and started digging, and they've lived here ever since.
From what I could tell, Hayato and the owners had a conversation about how onsening twice a day is the secret to long life, which I haven't really heard in any of those Blue Zone documentaries, so maybe let them know. Maybe it's a nice way to just like slow life down. That's part of it. Is the Arctic Circle a line that you cross?
Yes, all around. That's the perimeter.
So we are in the Arctic. I'm in California dreaming. What are we doing in Lofoten? What are we doing in Norway? I don't know.
It's one of the prettiest places in the world to go snowboarding.
Yeah, also pretty volatile as far as snow conditions, and I think we have failed to time it correctly.
But we have this van that makes everything kind of lovely.
This vehicle it is not fast, but it's also a house, so I guess that's part of it. You can't have it all.
We're basically just driving around looking for places we think might be suitable for snowboarding. Should we go over there? Do you think that would be fun? Do you think at midnight when the sun sets there'll be light on this thing? Curiosity becomes, like, I guess, very valuable.
I mean, at least it looks like we can park. We could park here.
Mm-hmm. It might be far still.
Looks like nothing on Google Earth.
Pretty sure I'm forgetting stuff. What do we need? Gloves? Goggles? jacket. That's about it. You got crampons, Al?
Yeah.
Do I look like a split boarder? Not really, hey? They don't wear beanies. I'm supposed to have like a really small, tight hat on or something.
I love going splitboarding. It's this funny thing where the ratio is very uneven. Like it'll take you 4 hours to walk up something and 10 minutes to ride down it. And it seems sort of ridiculous on paper. So there's this pace about it that is really quite lovely.
I don't like splitboarding at all.
I never skied growing up, so I'm very uncomfortable skiing. But when it was psycho icy and we had to use the like splitboard crampons, it was nice because it felt less like skiing and it was more like these like very weird shoes.
The general emptiness, that's enough for me. These dreams are filled with highways, but maybe they're just dreams. They're angry with themselves, it's nothing to do with you.
I was reading something recently that was talking about the value of being in awe of something. And it is pretty wild being out here, even though snow is complete dog shit. We are chock full of awe.
But I know everything's alright. Look inside yourself and see cold hearts melt into the night. Like rivers to the sea, they're gone. Like rivers to the sea, they're gone. Like rivers to the sea, they're
I remember my dad when I was a little kid. He said that it's fine to look for something that you might not find. I think about that all the time when I like fail. It's fine. I was looking for something, I just didn't find it.
I know everything's alright. Look inside yourself and
It is a really funny job. It's just playing. There's no purpose. It's like a toy you couldn't give up. It's like the only real good way to explain snowboarding. It's just playing. Way more than surfing or skating, you're totally free to choose wherever you want to go on the mountain. There's not like a wave or a concrete path that someone made. Once you are in snow, you're making constant decisions that change your path. I think that's like psycho-addictive.
Well, the Quivers, it's almost at the same level of curiosity that we were in the late 80s, where people look at a board with a new shape and say, well, that's cool. What's that all about? I just enjoy the diversity. That's the coolest thing about it now,
The Quiver has changed for me personally. It has given me that freedom of being like, today, what is today gonna bring?
Does your faith play a part in your snowboarding?
スピリチュアルになるときは、大丈夫かな。言葉じゃなんか言い表せない。すべて身を委ねています。謙虚な気持ちと感謝の心を持って山に入るようにしています。
Wow, that was fucking epic.
I know for sure I'm still a kid. I will never grow up. I'm still curious. I just do many different things.
That was great!
It just keeps me from considering my age. For me, it doesn't matter much. Don't worry about it.
I dream of all the things I haven't got. Ever since I met you, you're always on my mind. And every time I'm with you, I lose track of time. And when I